Aloha. Hi.
Okay.
All right, thank you guys for coming out to watch and listen to the demonstration on how to do a multi-point inspection of your vehicle while doing an oil change on the car. So we're going to cover going under the hood of the vehicle, inspecting all fluids, air filter, battery, belts. Then we're going to move on to tires, filling them up and make sure there's no punctures or gouges in them. And then we'll go back under the hood, fill back up new oil, and then close the hood, and then we'll be completed for the service. But first, we'll start out with just kind of going under the hood. So when you kind of first go under the hood of your car, it'll look different with your vehicle, but you want to first check out your filter. So this is the one on my car. You kind of want to see if there's any kind of dirt packed into it, see if there's any light shine through it. If there is, if you still see light shine through it, then it's still good. If you can't see any light through when you hold up at the sun, then it's due to be replaced. After that, then you go ahead and move on to your battery, which in my vehicle you can't see it, but in most of your vehicles it'll be under the hood. When you check it, you just want to kind of check the two battery terminals, make sure there's no corrosion or rust or anything on it. You'll kind of see like a blue dried up corrosion like acid on it. But you also want to test it for the cold cranking amps to see whether or not if it's running at manufacturer recommendation or not. If it's testing low, you'll notice that as your car is having a hard time starting whether or not. After that, then you can move on to your belt, which on my car, pull that off. But you want to check the belt of your car. If there are more than 3 cracks per square inch on your vehicle, then you're most likely due to be replaced, especially if you got dry rot going on, which is like that kind of like fraying and dried up cracking you see on some tires. If you don't have any cracks or anything like that going on, then you're still good. Then after that, you can go ahead and check out all the fluids in your vehicle. Top your washer fluid all the way at the top. For your coolant, always make sure you're in between here in the minimum range and the max range. If you're right in the middle of the range, you're still good. If your car has a transmission or power steering stick, so I don't have a transmission stick, but I got power steering. If it's still right in that range there at the top, you can see, then you're still good. You don't have to worry about topping it off. Same applies for oil. You want to make sure that you're within that range there. So that's good for under the hood. Then when you move on to the tires, you first want to open up the door and check your sticker here in the door. Most vehicles have the door jamb, but sometimes it'll be in your center console. It'll tell you what the air pressure is that's recommended for the vehicle. So in my car, it's recommended at 41 PSI. So as you go around to all 4 tires, fill them up to the manufacturer recommended spec. Feel the tread of tires, running your hand all the way around them, making sure there's no nails, no gouges, no punctures, and also checking the tread and make sure if they're still good or not. If they're not, then replace them at your spec. After that, once you check all 4 tires for the pressure and any punctures or gouges, then you can go ahead and go back to the car, and then you can go ahead and start filling your oil, which you want to first take the oil cap off, and then you'll want to grab the service manual that comes with the vehicle. So you'll want to grab your service manual, open it up, and check to see what is the right type of oil and how much the car takes. So for example, in my car, it takes 6 quarts of 5W40 oil. So once you know that, you can go ahead and just throw this back in the car. Grab a funnel or anything of your sort to pour it in the vehicle. When you start pouring in, don't pour it in too fast, because if you do, it can kind of create air bubbles and it'll just kind of go everywhere and then make a mess. After that, once you pour the 6 quarts of the oil in the vehicle, then you can go ahead and take your oil cap here, close it up, and then you can go ahead and go back inside your vehicle, start up all the way, let it run for about a minute or so, and then after that, you can go ahead and shut down, check the oil stick, make sure the oil level is at the top. If your oil level is at the top, service is complete. You can go ahead and put the oil stick back down the car. Car's all done. You can close the hood. Go underneath, make sure there's no leaks of any sort of oil on the ground. After that, service is complete. So that compiles for the demonstration for today. I want to thank you guys for coming out. I hope this demonstration informed you well, and I hope you know how you can do the service on your own. Thank you for coming out, and have a great day.